The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael Coldesina, and I am the manager of travel industry accounts with Sports Travel and Tours. I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your afternoon to join us. We're going to talk about pro and college football, but before we get underway, I've got just a couple of housekeeping items to take care of. First, your phones have automatically been muted, or if you're joining us using the audio from your desktop or laptop computer, the microphones have been automatically muted, so you don't have to worry about inadvertently disturbing the presentation. So if you need to multitask, go ahead. Second, we will be answering questions. The way we will be doing this, when you logged into the presentation, there should have been a go to webinar toolbar that popped up. There should be a question tab. Just click on the little arrow that points right towards where it says questions. You can type in your question at any point in time during the presentation, but I will be answering the questions at the end. Also, the very last screen will have my contact information. If you would prefer to reach out to me by phone or by email, please don't hesitate to do so. I'd love to take some time to answer any questions that may be a little bit longer than appropriate on a webinar of this nature. But let's go ahead and get underway. If this is the first one of our webinars that you are attending, or if you're not that familiar with who we are and what we do, we are now in our 21st year of operation. We have been offering fan travel packages to games and events all over North America and to some select international destinations as well since October of 1996. We are best known for our baseball road trips, pro and college football gridiron getaways, Hall of Fame travel packages both to the Pro Football Hall of Fame and the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, and other events such as the Kentucky Derby, U.S. Open, Tournament of Roses Parade. Attention to detail, experienced tour planners, and hosts are just a few of the reasons to travel with Sports Travel and Tours and to let us combine your passion with your vacation. We're going to move into pro football first. This year, we're offering a number of home game packages to some of the top or most popular NFL teams. The packages are all 3-day, 2-night packages, and they include, at a minimum, game day transfers, airport transfers, and game tickets, as well as a trip souvenir. We're going to start out, though, with our Green Bay Packers packages. We're offering packages to all 8 Green Bay Packers home games. Packages are 2 nights at the Radisson Hotel and Conference Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Upper level end zone seating, round trip airport and event transfers, and we do offer an optional pregame tailgate party at $65 per person. The tailgate party includes all you can eat barbecue style food, unlimited beer, soda, water, live entertainment, as well as an autograph session with a former Packers legend. Moving on to the Dallas Cowboys. Again, all 8 Dallas home games are being offered. Package here is 2 nights hotel at the Hilton Arlington, round trip airport transportation, game day transportation, 400 level corner seating, and here you can add the optional catered tailgate party. This is all you can eat barbecue style food, unlimited beer, wine, soda, live entertainment, meet and greet with a former Cowboy legend, and this is $100 per person. The tailgate event is literally right across the street from AT&T Stadium, so it's very convenient. You're dropped off there at the tailgate, and you can just walk over to the game whenever you're ready to go in. We also are offering an optional VIP stadium tour at $40 per person, and this would generally take place the morning after the game. Now, if you're extending your stay and staying a little bit longer, then we have a little bit more flexibility in terms of when we can schedule that for you. Now moving on to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, all 8 Pittsburgh home games. We are staying at the Hampton Inn and Suites, Pittsburgh downtown. 3 days, 2 nights accommodations, end zone seating, round trip airport and event transfers. And here we're offering the possibility of a pregame sailgate party. So instead of being in a parking lot or in some type of static venue, you're actually plying the Three Rivers area, unlimited food, beer, wine, soda, and the Three Rivers area is a great place to be on the water. The boat will drop you off literally right in front of Heinz Field when the sailgate party is over. Now, many of you are aware that the NFL has been playing games in London now for a number of years. It started out with one game, moved to two, and then recently to three, and now four games, four regular season games are being played in London each year. Two at Wembley Stadium and two at Twickenham Stadium. We're offering packages to the two that are at Wembley Stadium. Packages are identical in terms of what they come equipped with, but they are slightly different in pricing. We'll look at the first game, which is the Ravens and Jaguars, September 22nd through 26th. Pricing is $14.90 per person based on double occupancy. Package includes 4 nights hotel at the Doubletree London Hyde Park, which is only 2 blocks from the closest underground or tube station. Our packages include round-trip meet-and-greet airport transfers from London Heathrow, daily hot breakfast, a 6-day London sightseeing pass that includes unlimited transportation on the tube, bus, and surface trains within the Greater London area. The London sightseeing pass comes preloaded with admission to over 70 different sites and attractions, and also many of these include a fast pass access so that you don't have to wait in line. Attractions include the Tower of London, Westminster Abbey, Windsor Castle, Kew Gardens, St. Paul's Cathedral, and a cruise on the River Thames. Also of note, a stadium tour of Wembley Stadium is included in your London pass. This year, we're also offering packages to the NFL game in Mexico City between the Patriots and the Raiders. This is November 17th through 20 at Azteca Stadium. It's $12.79 per person based on double occupancy. We're staying 3 nights at the Crystal Grand Reforma in downtown Mexico City. Package includes round-trip meet-and-greet airport transfers, daily breakfast buffet. It includes round-trip event transfers, a pregame fiesta, tailgate party, upper-level seating, includes a guided walking tour of the historic city center, including the Zona Rosa in Mexico City, and then also a 4-day hop-on, hop-off Mexico City tour. And then what to me would be the highlight of this trip is the Teotihuacan archaeological site, which is to the northeast of Mexico City, where you can see the Pyramid of the Moon and the Pyramid of the Sun and some smaller pyramids as well. If you don't see the package that you're looking for, we can always do a custom package for a group of any size. If we aren't offering specific packages, you basically just let us know what you're looking to include besides hotel and game tickets, whether it's car rental, airport transfers, game day transfers, other events, other sites and attractions. We can include anything that you'd like in that package. For groups of less than 6, though, we do require a $25 non-refundable deposit to plan out that itinerary, but it is not required if it is a group of 6 or more. Moving on to the Pro Football Hall of Fame enshrinement. Each August, the Pro Football Hall of Fame is really the best opportunity to get close to the legends of yesterday and the stars of today. This past year, the induction class included Morton Anderson, Terrell Davis, Kenny Easley, Jerry Jones, Jason Taylor, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Kurt Warner. The class of 2018 will be announced on the Saturday before the Super Bowl in February. Potential members include Ray Lewis, Randy Moss, Steve Hutchinson, Richard Seymour, Brian Urlacher, Rondé Barber, Matt Burke, and Jeff Saturday. Still waiting on the exact dates to be released. It should, though, be the first weekend in August, Thursday through Sunday. Package should be released within the next 6 weeks. This is what we were offering this summer. It was 4 days, 3 nights at the Comfort Inn Hall of Fame, just minutes away from the Hall of Fame in Canton. 2 days unlimited Hall of Fame admission, seating for the Hall of Fame game between the Cowboys and Cardinals, included reserved seating for the enshrinement ceremony on Saturday, reserved seating for the Saturday morning grand parade. The parade is nice because all of the returning Hall of Famers, including that year's class, are in the parade in open air vehicles, so you get a good chance to see some of your favorite players. Also included is the Sunday afternoon Enshrinees Game Day Roundtable Luncheon. This takes place at the Canton Civic Center. It's actually one of my favorite events. It's a hosted question and answer session with that year's class, hosted by a moderator. And then on this trip, and hopefully for next year as well, as long as the Major League Baseball schedule is benevolent to us, we'll include a Indians game at Progressive Field and also a visit to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Daily breakfast is included, of course, in this package. Now moving on to college football, and I should note that these are not all of the football packages that we offer. We're just kind of giving a highlight of what we have, so that there may be some things that you'll find on the website that we didn't discuss during the presentation. But for regular season college football games, like with the NFL, if there's a particular matchup that you're looking for and it's not something that we're offering, we can always do a custom package, and then that same non-refundable $25 deposit would be required if it was for a group of less than 6. Now let's move into college bowl games. We're going to focus on our Rose Bowl packages, but I will go into a little bit more detail as to which other bowl games that we're offering, and then of course noting that we can always do packages of a custom nature for any bowl game. Starting off with our 4-day Rose Bowl package. The Rose Bowl is really the game that started the College Bowl tradition after all. It's one of the most anticipated sporting events year after year. Our 4-day package includes hotel, airport and game day transfers, daily breakfast, 2 lunches, reserved seats for the Tournament of Roses parade, as well as the Rose Bowl. And then it also allows you to visit the float barns for the parade so that you can see the last minute preparations before the floats are ready, and also a VIP tour of the Getty Museum. Our 5-day package includes many of the same features as the 4-day package, but adds a city tour of Los Angeles, plus visits to the Huntington Museum and the Botanical Gardens, as well as Warner Brothers Studio. Now, if you maybe aren't as interested in the game, but still interested in the Tournament of Roses parade, we have 3 different packages featuring the Tournament of Roses parade. So our 4-day package includes 3 nights at the Westin Long Beach, reserved seating for the parade, round-trip airport and event transfers, daily breakfast. It includes a visit to the Huntington Library, Museum, and Botanical Gardens, visit to the float barns pre-parade, and then brunch aboard the Queen Mary, as well as a box lunch on parade day. Now we move to our 5-day package, and we really start to expand things here. Our 5-day package builds upon the 4-day package, but with several additional features. On December 30th, you'll have the choice of 3 different activities. You can choose between a guided tour of the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library, along with a plated luncheon in the Air Force One Pavilion, a visit to one of the many float barns to see the floats as they are being assembled, along with a visit to the Huntington Library and Botanical Gardens, or a day in Newport with lunch, a harbor cruise, and free time on Balboa Island. On the 31st, you also have the 3 different choices. You can choose between a guided tour of Warner Brothers Studio and Hollywood, a guided tour of the Richard M. Nixon Presidential Library and Mission San Juan Capistrano, or a day trip to Catalina Island. On this particular package, as well as the next, airport transfers are included not just from LAX, but also from Long Beach or John Wayne Orange County Airport. So the 6-day package includes everything that you would have on the 5-day package, but adds in the post-parade showcase of floats, as well as an additional lunch. The post-parade showcase of floats is just another opportunity to see some of the award-winning floats that had just previously been in the parade, but in a static display. In addition to the Rose Bowl packages, we will also be, and they should be on the website now, we also have packages for the College Football National Championship game that is taking place in Atlanta, the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, the Fiesta Bowl in Glendale, Arizona, the Orange Bowl in Miami, and the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. So that is kind of a highlight of all of the college and pro football packages that we're offering. Let me go ahead and bring up the question module and see the different questions that have come in so far. The first is there a possibility of getting upgraded tickets to any of the games? And I would say in pretty much any case, we can always do upgraded tickets. We don't usually have a set upgrade, but we can always quote an upgrade based on whatever the particular requirements are. Let's see. Next question is there a possibility on some of these packages where transfers are included to include a car rental? Yes, in most instances that is possible. On some of them, especially the Rose Bowl and Tournament of Roses parade packages, they are actually tours, so that if you wanted to add a car, you could do that either pre or post, but it wouldn't make much sense during the trip. For the 3-day, 2-night packages for the Cowboys, Packers, Steelers, those are independent packages. So if you would like to have a rental car, that's something we can easily quote into the package, not a problem. Next question is, how early do our packages go on sale? I would say for the pro football packages, it's probably going to be late April, early May at the soonest for that year's season. We generally do not get a schedule released by the NFL until early to mid-April. By the time we've had some opportunity to look at the dates and get our packages together, it's probably going to be at the very end of the month, beginning of May, for any packages to be released. College is probably about the same time frame, maybe a little earlier. We usually get the college schedules out a bit in advance of the NFL. All right, next question. On the independent packages for the Cowboys, Steelers, and the Packers, can you add in other events? Absolutely. So whether it's another sporting event, some type of entertainment event, if it's going on at about the same time, we can certainly include that in the package. All right, are there any other questions? Let me see, I don't see any other ones listed. My contact information, though, is on the screen. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me if you have any additional questions, or if you maybe have something, especially if you've got other agents in the office and you might be interested in having a custom presentation focusing on a particular sport or even a particular event. That's definitely something that we can facilitate for you. But for now, I'd like to thank you again for taking time out of your afternoon. Have a great day and happy selling.